Battle Through the Heavens, Chapter 90, Dealing with the Bitter Aftermath of a Secret Kill. With the lethal strike against the Jia Li clan successfully executed under the silver moonlight, Xiaoyan's silent hunt reaches its conclusion. However, the shadows of the night hold more secrets than he anticipated, as an unexpected presence emerges to challenge his retreat. In the wake of this secret kill, he must now navigate an encounter that reveals hidden depths and mysterious techniques.
Xiaoyan stared at the girl perched on the windowsill. She had appeared like a ghost in the moonlight. He crouched deeper into the shadows of the room and let out a long, slow breath. What was she doing here? Yao Lao chuckled low in his mind.
It looked like both of them had the same goal tonight.
Xiaoyan pulled his shoulders back, pressing himself against the cold wall. His brow furrowed. How had Xiao Suner become this fast? She moved with the speed of a Da Doshi.
Yao Lao spoke with a calm, steady tone.
Her actual strength was exactly what he saw every day, but she was using a secret technique to force her power higher for a short time. Given her background, having such a powerful method was not a surprise.
Xiaoyan gave a small, bitter smile. He shook his head at the mystery surrounding her family and turned his attention back to the room. He watched through the thin fabric of the bed curtains. Inside the room, Liu Shi was too busy to notice the intruder. Lust had clouded his mind. His eyes remained fixed on the beautiful woman lying exposed on the bed. His hands shook as he fumbled with his own belt. Suddenly, Liu Shi froze. As a 6-star doja, some small instinct finally screamed a warning. He hesitated, then slowly turned his neck toward the open window. Xiao Schwenner leaned against the frame in her golden dress. Her eyes glowed with a faint golden fire. She looked at the disheveled man with a cold, detached gaze. A small spark of golden flame danced across her palm, like a restless spirit. Liu Shi gaped at her. The moonlight hit her face, and for a moment he forgot the danger. Her features were flawed, and her aura seemed to belong to another world. He stood there, dazed. Then reality hit. Liu Shi spun around. He slammed his foot against the floor and bolted toward the main door like an arrow. The cold smell of death had finally snuffed out his desire. He might be arrogant, but he knew this girl had not come for a friendly chat. The room was large, but Liu Shi was fast. He reached for the wooden handle, a flash of hope crossing his face. If he could just get outside and scream, the Jialei clan guards would hear. Jialei B would come for him. He reached for the door. A sharp, searing pain exploded in his legs. His momentum flipped him forward. He slammed face first into the floorboards. His teeth shattered against the wood, and he spat out a mouthful of blood and bone. He looked down at his legs, and his eyes widened in terror. 2 cauterized holes the size of fists had been punched through his thighs. The smell of burnt meat rose from the black edges of the wounds.
"Help! Someone is trying to kill me!"
The pain was enough to make him black out, but he gritted his teeth and shrieked at the top of his lungs.
"It is no use,"
Xiao Shunir said. Her voice was flat and calm. She hopped down from the sill.
"I have sealed this room with my presence. No one can hear you."
She flicked her finger. A sharp needle of golden fire formed at her tip. This was the same weapon that had crippled his legs. The girl ignored his begging. She walked toward him with slow, measured steps. Xiaoyan noticed her hair was longer now, flowing down past her waist. The secret technique was clearly changing her. She stood over him, looking down with a small, terrifying smile.
"Did you not want to have me captured and brought to you?"
She asked.
Her voice was soft but carried a jagged edge of ice. Lu Shi swallowed hard. Sweat poured down his face, soaking his collar.
I actually hate killing people.
She sighed. Hope flickered in Liu Shi's eyes. He opened his mouth to beg again, but her next words dropped him into a dark abyss. The golden needle left her hand like a bolt of lightning. It punched through Liu Shi's chest. A fresh hole opened over his heart. Liu Shi's pupils shrank. The light left his eyes as his face went gray. He slumped to the floor, staring at nothing. Xiaosuna stood straight and let out a tired breath. She looked at the body with a hint of regret.
If I were not afraid of Xiao Yan getting angry at me for interfering, the Zhao Lei clan would have vanished from Wutan City long ago. There would be no more trouble.
She shook her head, glanced around the room one last time, and vanished into the night.
Yao Lao laughed in Xiao Yan's head.
That girl looks gentle, but she kills without a second thought. You have found yourself a real treasure, kid.
Xiao Yan sighed and shook his head.
It seems I came here for nothing tonight.
Not necessarily.
Yao Lao said.
She is young and lacks experience. She did not finish the job properly.
Xiao Yan blinked.
What do you mean?
Just watch.
Yao Lao replied. Xiao Yan stayed in the shadows, his eyes locked on the body. Minutes passed. The only sound was the breathing of the unconscious maid on the bed. Then, Liu Shi's hand twitched. His eyes snapped open. The gray color of death faded from his skin. He gasped, clutching his chest.
Damn her.
Liu Shi hissed.
His eyes were full of venom.
If I had not stolen a turtle breath pill from my master, I would be a corpse.
He reached into his robe and pulled out a small jade vial. He sprinkled a white powder over his wounds and swallowed a pale green pill. His face grew even paler from the effort.
This wound will take 6 months to heal.
He growled.
Tomorrow, I will have the Jia Li clan send me back to my master. Once he arrives, the Zhao clan is finished, and I will make sure that girl suffers until she begs for death.
I am sorry to interrupt,
A voice said from the corner.
but you will not be going anywhere.
Liu Shi froze. His head snapped around. A figure wrapped in a black cloak stepped out of the darkness.
That stubborn girl really did leave me to clean up the mess.
The cloaked figure said. A white flame erupted from his palm.
What do you want? Money? Pills? I will give you anything. Just let me live.
I do not mind your pathetic stares, but why did you have to insult him? You have no right. He might not care about a piece of dust like you, but I do. I care very much.
It was cold and eerie.
A heavenly flame?
Liu Shi gasped, his voice cracking.
Congratulations. You guessed right.
Xiao Yan said.
Here is your prize.
He flicked his wrist. The bone-chilling flame surged forward and engulfed Liu Shi. There was no time to scream. In a heartbeat, the alchemist was reduced to a pile of gray ash. Xiao Yan waved his hand, and a gust of wind swept the ash away. He jumped through the window and moved through the night. He had only cleared a few dozen yards when he stopped. He looked up and sighed. On a nearby roof, Xiaosuna sat with her legs swinging over the edge. Her eyes were still glowing with that faint golden light as she watched him.
Who exactly are you?
She asked. Her voice drifted through the cool night air.